Hello, where's
son-in-law.
Oh, Ella's son-in-law.
Right.
So I'd like to introduce Paul. Come on down, Paul. He's a celebrity. And I will hand the microphone to you. He's going to be the true host or liar host, right?
One of those.
One of those.
One of those.
And he's a professional, or maybe he's not a professional.
What? I don't know, but I'm professional.
So let me hand it over to Paul, and we're going to have a good time with this.
Come in,
Okay.
George. Come on in, George.
Here you go, Paul.
It's all ladies and two men. That's a good thing.
There's a
Good
chair.
afternoon,
Don't be
everybody.
shy, Paul. Don't be shy, George.
There's a chair. I did that one.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a great pleasure to be here. Thanks, Eric, for the intro. And what do you think of this motley crew here, sitting down here? Do you know these people? They're going to tell the truth. They're going to tell lies. And great to be with you today. First of all, we're going to split into two teams because we have to have two teams because we have to have a winner, right? So we have team number one on that side. If you want to nominate a captain, please do. And on this side, if you want to shout out and nominate a spokesperson, and they'll tell me who's going to lie and who isn't. Is that okay?
Rita,
Yeah.
you want to be a captain?
You want to be the captain, Rita?
All right, Helen, you
Helen,
were just
you're the
nominated.
All right. We have storyteller Stella. Give her a nice round of applause.
My public.
And my next guest you all know, and I'll tell you a little story about this because in England we have, I don't know whether they have them in the US, but in England they have sort of rhyming slang, like dog and bone. You know what dog and bone is?
No.
Telephone. Yes.
Oh my God.
And your parents would say to you, get up the apples and pears, which is the stirs. Right.
Rosie Lee, a cup of Rosie Lee, cup of tea.
Right, exactly. And somebody who tells lies tells porkies. Pork pies, we used to call them. He tells pork pies. So we've got Pork Pie Jimmy. Give him a nice round of applause. Pork pie. And a new guest I'm sure you've got to know over the last couple of weeks here at the Chateau. We have Misleading Cow. Misleading, give him a nice round of applause.
Crafty
All right. So we're going to get on with the first word. We're going to have 4 words today to find out who's telling the truth. I'm being a lefty, I'm the wrong way around here, but I'm going to write the word down. And the first word is
Yes.
fur, which is what she came in with. Fur, coat. So to tell the first truth or lie,
Right.
we're going to introduce Roxy to give her explanation of the word fur. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to begin today by telling a story. And of course, it's a truthful story. And this is...
Liar. You can shout out if you wish, if you think she's lying.
Oh! No! So, it was
Her fur curls when she lies.
Thanksgiving, 1979, I went fox hunting. And it was very cold, and as all of you know, I'm an animal lover through and through. And I grew up in Chester County, Pennsylvania, on a farm, and we had horses and ponies and chickens and geese and dogs and cats and rabbits. So, we're out and we're fox hunting, and I'm out with Pony Club, and we had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be out on the fields, out back, at 7 a.m. Well, it was a very long hunt, and the hounds, they get very loud. You think I'm loud? Be with a pack of hounds once they pick up a scent of a fox. 3 foxes were in the den, and I was the first one on it. And let me tell you, when I want something, I go after it. Killer! Yep. They were mine. Now, if you look up the definition of fur, if you look it up, back from the early nomads that were hunters and gatherers, every time someone came back to the camp and had a dead animal, they would hold it up and go, fa-fa, fa-fa, because they were the one that provided that day. That is how the word came about.
Who thinks she's lying? Hands up.
Nobody can make up something like that.
Who thinks she's telling the truth? All right, we shall find out. Thank you, Roxy, for a great start. We'll hand you over now to Stella. Fur.
I'm sorry you had to listen to that blatant lie. But this is the truth, and you know I always tell the truth, yes. Now I can tell you there's a lot of fur on this panel, and there's a lot of fur out here. George, oh yeah, Jill. Well, you don't have much fur, maybe on the sides. So I'm going to show you an actual fur molecule. Here we go. Oh, my lovely assistant. And that is a fur molecule. What it is, it's dandruff. That is a big, you had it upside down. Now they'll recognise it. Fur is the name for dandruff. Now, as I can see a lot of fur around here and on the sides.
Oh, that's disgusting.
But you can have some natural remedies. So don't feel bad if you have fur, because you can cure your fur with baking soda, green tea, neem leaves, apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, and lemon juice.
No. This is Stella Storyteller's menu. This is what she eats, especially when she's in
Actually, I was thinking I was getting
Why
hungry.
do you think this was on her computer? Because this is her diet. Get up, sick of
Okay, so the medical definition of fur is exfoliation of the surface, especially of the epidermis. Oh, is my epidermis showing? And there's no known cure for dandruff apart from my home remedies that look delicious. And dandruff, fur, affects about half adults, with males more often affected than females. And I can vouch for that. And that is the truth. You can take it to the bank.
And that
Round of applause.
Well, that was disgusting.
Who thinks she's telling the truth? Hands up.
I got the evidence.
Thank you, Stella. All right, Jimmy. Pork pie. What's the first word?
How everybody doing?
How about Jimmy?
They lies sound good.
Stand up.
They lies sound good, but that ain't the truth. The truth is a place in hell.
Oh, good Lord.
Way down in hell when the furs used to fly around in Scotland. It was a little bird. Most people thought it was a bat. But they caught a lot of them and they put them in this hole. And at the end of the week, they would let the pigs eat them. And they would just take all control of the furs. Y'all believe me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I like it.
What's a fur? A hole.
A hole.
A hole in hell.
A big hole in hell. Nobody wants to go there.
Okay. Thanks, Jimmy.
Freeze over before
That's
your
made us feel
time.
really good. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, Miss Lee, Carol, what fun have you got for us right now?
Well, everybody can tell by just the name, fur. It's just a very heavy hooded fur coat. Maybe Alaska, you'd wear it, or northern Minnesota, or upper Maine. Don't listen to her. And don't look at her either. So that's my short story is that. It's Alaska, hooded fur jacket, whatever you want to call it.
Short and sweet. Thank you, Carol. Do you think she's lying?
Tell the truth.
Okay. Who thinks it's Roxy? Hands up.
Telling the truth.
Telling the truth about her horse riding and her fur coat.
Probably is.
All right. How about Stella's rendition? Truth or lie?
Guys, I go to church. You know I go to church.
Jimmy's hole in hell.
I'm never going to give you the finger. I'm going to give you the other.
Hole in
Carol's
hell. Just
is a-
remember, hole in hell.
Hole in hell for Jimmy. Carol's asking for the chat amongst yourselves. Tell your captain who you think it is. Shout it out. And
For the
we'll-
truth. For the truth.
For the truth.
Okay, so this
Who
team talks
is
to
telling
Helen.
the truth?
Roxy.
Roxy.
Okay. What do you think, Team 2? Who do you think? Talk to Helen.
everybody will think, do this or this, and they'll know.
Okay, who thinks she's lying? Everybody.
Go ahead, Lynn.
Anybody?
Anybody
Team
else?
1 thinks it's Roxy. Team 2, who do you think it is? Shout it out. You're all saying fingers down for who do you think's telling the truth? Not yet, Jimmy.
I just saw the
Come on, team number 2, who do you think's telling the truth? Carol? Carol? Everybody else think Carol? Who do you think's telling the truth? Shout out.
I'm gonna go ahead with the truth with Jenny.
Okay, team 1 thinks it's Roxy. Team 2 thinks it's Helen.
Who think it's the Carol? How many? I need a hand.
Yeah, need the hands up. Who thinks it's Carol? Yeah, we're gonna go with Carol. You'll get the idea. Yeah, you'll get the idea.
Tell me.
She wasn't a Girl Scout leader.
Carol?
Tell the truth.
Alright, we're gonna have one. We go with Carol?
No.
You wanna go with Carol?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Shout out, please, because that helps us, alright? Okay, so will the real person telling the real truth please stand up?
No, Jenny.
Good old Dandruff.
Time. Now, impignorate is a kind of sad condition. I'm sure we've all seen it. It's when it's
All these awful pictures.
it's when we have pigmentation of the skin, and it starts to develop into there's some white patches and brown patches, and it can be on the face or the back, the legs. This is just, I thought it was kind of like a nice picture of just the hands, because it's kind of tragic when it's on the face. Now, you might know it as hyperpigmentation or hypopigmentation. Impignorate was a very kind of like slurry name. It's archaic now because it was used as a slur, and they used to say, oh, she's got the impignorate, she's impignorated. And so they dropped that, and now they call it vitiligo. And your body makes too much melatonin and your skin gets darker. You probably noticed it in pregnancy. I had a bit when you get pregnant. Fortunately, mine got better. But also albinos, you can have impignorated skin. So it's any kind of pigmentation that's gone wrong. And as I say, we don't use impignorate anymore because it became rude. It's like, oh, they're so impignorated. And it was meant to mean like freaky, weird. So that's being dropped now. And so that's an old word which means various pigmentation disorders of the skin. Impignorate.
Thank you, Stella. Give a round of applause for a very, very, very scientific. Right. Don't believe a word of it. But there you go. Okay, Jimmy, you're next. Impignorate.
Impignorate. And I think it was like the 1800s. They had a tribe in Africa. Used to go around, and it was like 6 of them. They go around and they'll go look for pigs, wild pigs. They'll trap them sometimes, they'll let them go. But it was so big, they run them down. It was so many of them. Impignorate. That's what I got.
Short and sweet, but right to the point. Well done, son. All right, Carol, let's have it.
Well, simply put, it's just somebody who is being a pest, bothering you, annoying you, coming after you all the time. Come on, let's go to the show. Let's go to the show. I don't want to go to the show.
That sounds like
Let's go to the show.
Sounds like Roxy.
That's like Roxy. I'm not taking no for an answer.
And Roxy doesn't take no for an answer.
That's true.
Simply put, it's somebody who is very annoying, and that's the end of that.
Oh, Carol, you
Thank you, Carol.
Carol was a stand-in. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not listening to my phone.
Okay, Roxy, let's have it.
Okay, Webster's dictionary says the definition of empigurate is to pledge, pawn, or mortgage something. It's very simple. If I wasn't such a greedy girl, I pulled out all the good things today. Did you notice?
Thrifting. That's what she's on about, thrifting.
Thrifting. Well, this is my
You're
thrift
so
class,
creative.
but I had to pull out. I thought it tied into my word. So it's my story again. I can tell my story. So I have a lovely ring because at one point I dated a jeweler, and if I would empigurate my ring, I could take a lovely vacation to Europe. But I'm a greedy girl and I want to keep my ring, so there's no vacation for me. But it means to pledge, pawn, or mortgage something.
That don't even sound true.
Is that it?
I believe him over you. With his
Yeah, that
tribal
don't even
pig.
sound.
Carol said it's somebody that won't take no for an answer, right?
Second-hand rose, that's what I'm going to call her.
Jimmy, what did you say? I didn't get yours.
The tribe in Africa.
Oh, the tribe in Africa, okay.
Right.
All right. And Stella, yours is the skin condition.
Which sadly sounds most realistic.
And Roxy's going to pawn all her jewelry.
Thrifting girl, thrifting girl.
So talk to your team captain. We'll give you a few seconds. Make a decision. Find out who was telling the truth.
Okay.
Melatonin helps you sleep.
It's not melatonin.
Your turn is up.
No, it's melanin.
Joe.
Melanin. Melanin.
Oh.
The melanin in the
You
skin.
can't
No,
She
melanin.
tried again, man. She just not taking it. She said
I thought that's way off.
No, melanin in the skin. That's what the telling the truth.
European vacation.
European
telling the
it.
vacation.
Like you can try
They will. They will. I know.
Okay, who do you think?
I could empigurate it if I wanted to.
Team number 2, who do you think it was? Anybody?
Who do you think? Who do you think?
You think it
Aloha?
was Stella? Anybody
It's a-
agree with him?
Pigment is a collective meaning of any pigmentation in
Okay.
You did too good a
Karen?
job on that.
Well, it's any pigmentation of the skin.
And Roxy, no.
Yeah, that was Stella. Okay, all right, go with that.
Okay, Stella?
All right. Team number 2 picked Stella.
Okay, they picked Stella.
And team number 1 also picked Stella. Okay. Well, the person
Last, my
telling the
public, believe
truth,
me.
please make a stand.
Yeah,
Let us know who it was.
no, I believe that, yeah.
Roxy!
I heard you, Karen.
Yeah, you didn't know it.
Fill them all. Okay, next one.